area, but we're also broadcasting on the Right Side Broadcasting Network. And for those of you that just got finished watching Donald Trump give an amazing speech, we thank you for jumping over and joining us here for the show tonight. We're going to open up the phone lines in a little bit. Want to talk to you, want to find out what's on your mind. And remember, when you call the show, remember, bring the passion. Okay, you got to be fired up. I want you fired up. I mean, listen, if you can watch Donald Trump and watch him fired up, don't call here, in a downer moment. If you just got finished watching Donald Trump, you feeling ready for everything to explode and everything to turn around and work and stuff. I mean, we have good news, and he hasn't even stepped in the Oval Office yet. So if you call up tonight, you better make sure that you have your passion going. Now I'm gonna give you the phone number in just a few seconds, but and tonight we're also broadcasting on my Facebook page at Wayne Dupree Show. So all of you right now that are watching, want to thank our Right Side Broadcasting for broadcasting through our website page. So I'm going to be going over there in just a few minutes to see what everybody is saying and everything like that. But we want to thank you for tuning in. So right now we got Facebook, we got YouTube, we got Spreaker, we got the radio. We have terrestrial radio with WCCD AM 1000. And on Thursday night, we're going to try Periscope. I knew that we could do it. I just wasn't sure. And I've been searching, and today somebody put up the right information. So just two little things that I had to get. So we're going to see what we can do through Periscope too. But I don't want y'all to forget, Friday, December 16th on WCBM.com, www.wcbm.com. I'm going to be filling in from 9 to 12. Pre-rush, baby, pre-rush. Mr. Sean Casey has allowed me to have the opportunity to take the show over to terrestrial radio. So we're going to have 3 hours of the Wayne Dupree Show. Just a fill-in, though. This is a fill-in. We want to test it. We want to see what y'all do. And now this is here in Baltimore. So y'all will be able to call me from all over. Australia, I want to hear from you. I want to hear from you in Germany. I want to hear from you in Singapore. It's going to be 9 to 12 a.m. 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I'm looking forward to it. It's something that I never thought I was going to be able, I never thought I was going to do, but I'm looking so much forward to it. In January, I don't know if you've been, most of you on the Right Side Broadcasting Network have been keeping up with the Right Side Broadcasting Network news. So you know that it's going to be 24 hours programming and bringing in new voices and new shows. So all that's coming in January. 24 hours. 24 hours. That's right. Can we do it? Sure, we can do it. But I don't want to do this show without my co-pilot, my main dog, the ultimate gala spectacle. The godfather of war radio, Mr. Hutch Bailey Jr. What's up, Hutch?
Good evening, Mr. Dupree. Good evening to everyone on RSBN and Spreaker and Face Chat and Booksmart and everything. We're just expanding out there, man. I'm listening to you say all these platforms.
I know.
Yeah, I got that one. I think I got that one. Just good evening, everyone, and how you doing?
Man, how are you? Look. 50,000 jobs, $50 billion. I don't know what else.
I thought that was a tape from like 2006 or something. That happened today.
That happened today, man.
I'm like, this guy's a boss.
He was like, wait a minute. He was like, let me take you down, Mr. Softbank. let me take you down to the lobby so that you can meet everybody. And took him down to the lobby, and next thing you know, bing, bing, bam.
He said it so smooth. He was like, he's going to bring 50,000 jobs. And just like it was not like he was at a Chinese restaurant telling you what your bill was.
Right,
you know?
right. It's almost like he knew it, you know. Well, I mean, actually he did know it, but it wasn't nothing there. It was like, hey, listen. I mean, and he was cleaning his fingernails too. Listen, we got $50 million coming over here, and we got 50,000 jobs coming over here. So, hey, Sue, if you want to talk to him, you can talk to him. I'm going back upstairs.
Thank you.
I'm going back upstairs. I'm going to take care of some more business. I'll tell you, that man is rolling. I'm telling you, he's rolling, people. You know, and whatever the left is going to pull, the left is going to pull some. Oh, I do have some great news. Let me pull this up here. You know how the media is talking about fake news and fake this and fake that and fake whatever and stuff. Okay. Liberty Alliance. Liberty Alliance is a group that takes care of my website, maintains it. Okay. They put out, BuzzFeed, I think it was BuzzFeed. BuzzFeed put out a list of websites that Donald Trump used during the campaign. Yes, he did. Yes, he did, Hutch. Yeah, he did.
I saw it.
He did. WayneDupree.com was right on that list.
You know how Trump said that we're going to keep winning and you're going to get tired of winning? Mm-hmm. I'm going to get tired of being proud of you, man. Every day you come up with something different. I'm just kidding. You know that. But
I know.
Doing good, man.
Yeah. We're doing it. And I mean, honestly, we haven't even been close to those fake websites, you know. And, talking about fake websites, Brian Stelter, you know, the little bald head, the big bald head guy on CNN. Brian Stelter, who's been going after Hannity for the longest, been trying to make his name off of Sean Hannity. 136,000 fake Twitter followers, man. I found that crap out this morning, and I tweeted it out. As a matter of fact, I tweeted it out. I was like, "Hold on, wait, hold on." Brian Stelter is calling out Sean Hannity. It's almost like you're jealous of the man. It's almost like you're jealous of Sean Hannity. You know, I mean, what is that, Hutch?
You know, the best part about it, Wayne, is like we'll get down a little bit, something will happen, and you know, you'll get under the weather a little mad about something. But we got the truth on our side. We don't sit up here and think of all kinds of lies to say.
No.
You know, we don't have anything to worry about. Go ahead and look at all my stuff.
Thank you very much. And look, I use the same Twitter audit picture that I would use for myself. And I saw that I had 12,000. Now, I had 12,000 fake followers on my Twitter account. I did. But then I remember back to February 2015 when I tweeted out, somebody hit me right before CPAC. I can't remember who it was. Somebody hit me right before CPAC. And I use TweetDeck. So I know, I watch who follows me. And if I see a whole lot of eggs at one time, then I'll start deleting. Okay. But this was right before CPAC. I saw a whole lot of Russian names start filling up my. You laughing at me. It was almost like when shares people attack me.
That's what I was thinking of too.
I'm seeing all these Russian names, and they were Russian names. The letters were crazy. You know, I was like, wait a minute. Why am I seeing all these names? And they were coming at a pop too. Pop, 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 pop. So what I did, I sat there. And instead of tweeting out to people, I was deleting each one, blocking and deleting. But the more I did it, the more they kept coming. I was like, what in the heck is happening? So then I tweeted out, I'm like, somebody just hit me with I don't know. I don't know whether this is a virus or not. Somebody let me know that people, and this is how evil people are, people can buy you Twitter followers to get you suspended from Twitter. They can load you up at one. I mean, in big clumps of followers at one time. That not only will people start calling you out, but people. I mean, that Twitter will see that amount of business and figure something's wrong. You know, and then Twitter can suspend you, or at least they used to. What I had to do February 2015, and in the story that I put out on my website, I even copied it. As a matter of fact, I copied my tweet from that day, and I let them know. I was like, somebody just wasted their money, because I had to lock my account. So if that ever happens to you, you lock your account. Now you can't. I mean, you can tweet, but nobody can see your tweets when you're behind a locked account, except for the people that are already your friends. So if you do that, if you lock your account for a couple days, then all of those names that are piled up at the door, they drop off. It just so happened that so many got through before I did it. So
I had a similar thing on Facebook, not on Twitter, but on Facebook a couple days ago. They said, it looks like somebody is using your account for spam. Look, review these posts and see if they're yours. And it's like, Islam sucks, the Democrats are rotten. No, I wrote all them. Those are mine.
Watch out, man. Watch out. I don't want to lose you, man.
I'd rather be off of Facebook than to be sit there and afraid of them. I'm not afraid of them.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if there's
I don't get crazy now. I mean,
if there's one thing that I learned about Facebook, I've learned how to do what I do on Facebook and not get banned and not get censored on Facebook. Now, some people get on Facebook and, you know, they're like, Islam that, blah, 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 blah. Why did I get suspended?
I normally don't. What I normally do with Facebook is share news stories.
Yeah.
And if they happen to be controversial, so be it, you know. But, you know, it is what it is. And if they take me out, I don't have near the platform you do, though. So it's not really, they're not really watching me.
Well, honestly,
they are.
Honestly, they really aren't watching me. They aren't. They are not giving me any grief. It's almost like they're almost giving me some leeway, but I'm not taking it to the extreme. I know how to talk to and get my point across without banging somebody over the head with it or calling them names and stuff like that, you know. So, you know, that's that. But, ladies and gentlemen, we have Donald Trump today, $50 billion, 50,000 jobs. Barack Obama never did that.
You know what?
He might have took it away. He might have took it away, but he didn't. You know what I'm saying.
He was down in the lobby talking about Air Force One program. He's like, $4 billion?
Yeah,
oh,
no.
hell no.
Yeah.
That's not going to happen.
I like that too.
You know, now maybe he gets briefed and there's a reason, because you know there's massive electronics in that jet and there's massive old school analog.
I can see him right now.
Electronics.
Y'all fit my plane out for that.
I could see him saying, no, you know what? Give me the equipment list and let me go get it.
Right.
You need a so-and-so radio, I'll get it for half that.
Oh, my God. I'm telling you, man.
And by the way, FBI, go look at those procurement officers' bank records. I want to see how much money they got in there, because that's where the money goes.
Think about it, ladies and gentlemen. You had Donald Trump let everybody outspend him in the Republican primary, and he won.
He made the media spend.
He made the media spend. He didn't spend any money on the media, and the media was pissed off. The media was like, what was that woman's name? Dana Bash. Dana Bash stopped interviewing him on questions about the economy. He's like, you going to write a check? You go, okay, all right. Yeah, nice hotel. You going to write a check? You know? It's like, yeah, I will. I mean, you know, I'm going to write whatever I want to write. And, you know, I'm going to put some money into my campaign. But he let Hillary Clinton outspend him. And he beat Hillary Clinton. Ladies and gentlemen, from this point on. Well,
is she still alive? Has anybody seen her?
Well, her ghost is working miracles. I mean, well, not miracles, but her ghost is getting on people's nerves. And Jill Stein, what does Jill Stein have that just won't let her quit?
Probably about $2 or $3 million in her back pocket that came from the Clinton Foundation.
I don't know, man, because the way that
Doesn't she sound stupid?
she does. They asked her, Hutch. They asked her, "What proof do you have of voting irregularities?" And she passed it off to some bald head guy behind her. You want to answer this? No, woman. Why don't you answer it? You out here spending millions of dollars, and I'm glad that somebody. I'm glad that some of these states are raising the money. Oh well. Yeah, that's right. We quoted you 1.3 million, but that was just the sign-up registration fee, the admin fee. The real cost is $3.7 million. I mean, just on his piss. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I look. It's almost like, and why? And actually, why is she pissed off? Why are you pissed off if you weren't planning to keep it on the money? The money was for that, right? The money was for the recount, but you pissed off.
It's segregated in its own account, and it can only be used for that. And we just want to make sure that the American people's vote is honest. And lady, go home, man.
Yeah.
Nobody even knew who you were.
I don't even think she knows where her home is. She probably don't want to go home because you remember she got arrested.
Did she?
Yeah, she got arrested.
I don't know anything about the lady.
Yeah, I mean
Nothing.
I don't either.
I don't know what state she's from.
She's a nag though.
Yeah, she's out there looking like one of the feminists, you know.
You know, there's an old saying. There's an old saying about women and where they need to be.
We love you, ladies. Now, don't take this the wrong way.
There's an old saying, and Jill Stein needs to follow suit. No, okay. I ain't even gonna go there. I ain't even gonna play because somebody's gonna take it wrong. Then somebody's gonna record it and put it on Mediaite or Politico. And Wayne is
He's a misogynist.
Yeah. But there's only two places a woman should be, right?
Don't say anything about footwear. You gotta leave that alone. Now we have some sensitive. We're on Cleveland.
Is it the Pink Bunnies or the?
I don't know. It's.
Oh man, ladies and gentlemen, what's up, RSBN? What's up, crew? Look. Frank in Florida said, "Wayne, don't say it."
RSBN with the hardest working chat room moderator in the business.
I know, man. Those chats go and like. Pop. Oh man, let's see. Erga 260 said, "Wayne, don't go there. Don't go there." Well, look, Deborah. Now, see, I'm gonna listen to Deborah. Deborah said, "Wayne, be careful."
We're just kidding. A little lightness.
Yeah, you know.
You can listen to the.
It's just comedy.
Hugh Hewitt if you want straight stuff right out of the pew, but this isn't that.
But you do know where those two places, Roy Patterson.
See, you got to keep bringing it up. It's like a smoldering fuse.
Yeah, for some reason, it's just there. It's right on the tip of my tongue, because somebody's going to say, what is he talking about?
Don't do that, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, wait, hold on. Wait a minute. Stacy said, I might have to call in and whip some ass.
Is that our Stacy?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know it. That's the only reason we're saying it, because she's not on here.
It's an old saying. The old men used to say stuff like, I would never say anything like that unless I'm on stage getting paid for it. But, I mean, I would never say anything about that. Never.
Me either.
So how did the saying go?
I'm not going there.
Okay.
I'm not even doing it.
Okay, we're gonna take some phone calls. Guess what?
What's that?
My iPad is plugged in.
Nice. 202-470-6738, ladies and gentlemen.
Right. 202-470-6738. Remember, I told you at the beginning of the show, the RSBN network is going to be 24 hours starting in January.
They might even go on TV.
Huh?
Adam was saying.
Oh, did it?
Yeah. I mean, not right away, but
I didn't hear that.
They're looking to go all the way. Adam's going to have 2 shows, and then there's going to be our show, obviously, and Colors. What's it called? The Colors.
The United Colors.
Yeah, whatever it is. No, I didn't mean it that way.
Yeah, the United Colors of Pastor Mark Burns. Yeah.
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 No disrespect. That was just a good think of it.
Yeah, I understand. I ain't gonna hold you to it. 202-470-6738. We're gonna take some of these calls in just a few seconds, but I do want to talk about the good news. The good news again. Carrie, what did somebody say?
Frog said there are therapy roaches. You know, therapy dogs. He said there's therapy roaches. That would only be funny to a city dweller.
Hey, I remember those things. Okay, $50 billion. Look, we know the left. The left is going to go after Donald Trump because of this. The left is going to try to make it that there's all these little things and all these little extra redefined print type of thing. Let me tell you something. They aren't. I don't even think that they're prepared for the amount of goodness that will come from a Donald Trump presidency. I mean, because the bar is so low. Barack Obama left.
Colors that unite.
That's what I said. United colors. That's what I said.
I just saw that in the chat room.
Oh, you saw it in the chat room?
I don't want to be the guy that disrespected a fellow show.
Oh, okay. All right. Colors that unite. Now, what was I talking about?
You were talking about the goodness that's going to come from this administration.
There's nothing but goodness. Look, we know he's going to be tested. We know people are going to go after him. But Donald Trump has the temperament to take care of this stuff. He is not a girly man. He is an alpha male. So don't expect him to back up and cower down and put women out in front of him when he needs to say something, like Barack Obama did for the last 8 years. Every time there was a scandal, every time something came up, every time some woman came out for Barack Obama while he was hiding in the wings with Reggie Love.
You know, the biggest thing that got me about him is disrespect. You know, when all these police officers got killed, when the one-star general got killed in Afghanistan, he never said anything to the families or anything like that. I mean, we were talking about it the other night. You never heard "Hail to the Chief" played when he was there. I mean, it was just like he hates this country. Just a feeling I got, man.
No, I mean, a whole lot of people felt like he hated the country. I mean, and Polly Baba in the chat room said Trump is no bitch, and he's not. He's not. Trump knows how to deal with things, and I've been hearing a lot of praise that he is making a choice on the Secretary of State. He's not rushing in and just choosing somebody because he has to choose somebody. He's taking his time, and he's going to insert somebody when he wants to insert somebody. I will say this, and I'm really not going to go too much into it. I'm not going to go too much into Pizzagate, but I feel sorry for Flynn. You know what I'm talking about? Flynn?
Yeah, his son was tweeting some things about it, and they hopped all over it.
I talk to his son every so often, and his son has been taken off the transition team from what I read. But I just don't want none of this stuff to blow back on Flynn, because Flynn is a good guy.
He is.
And I don't want this stuff to blow back on him, because now they're calling him Flynn, the senior. He's calling him a conspiracy theorist, and he's putting all this stuff out and everything.
Oh, you got to be ready for that. I mean, they're going to do this with everybody. The Democrats are absolutely rabid right now. And they think that they still haven't figured out that they have no power.
They don't have any power.
I mean, if you look at what Harry Reid and his infinite stupidity did by changing the Senate rules for confirmation of appointees, all they need is 51 votes. And Pence is a vote if they're tied.
Did you see the stupidness that Pelosi and some of the people in the House are trying to get their voters to stop paying taxes?
What?
Yeah.
No, I missed that one.
I just had it, as a matter of fact. I just had it. But they're trying to get their voters They're trying to get their voters to, where is it at right here? Democrats have just issued a massive order in defiance of Trump. Let me see, where is it at?
I know there's a big problem with California right now. California is really going off the rails. I mean, if you look at the members of the Democrat Party that are in the House of Representatives, they come from California and New York.
A national movement not to pay federal taxes in the future would put Republicans on notice. They do not. And what's crazy about it is they don't pay taxes anyway. Okay, but they do not have the right to impose a hard right second place presidency on a moderate nation.
Yeah, go ahead and do that. My man he'll put Alan West in charge of the IRS.
Talk about the IRS. The news out of Washington tonight is
about
that
the impeachment.
The Republicans are letting the impeachment go.
Of course they are. They have no balls, man. I'm telling you, these people got to go. We're only in the first stage of cleaning this up.
Trump is not going to allow that to happen. Trump better not allow that to happen.
Well, I mean, if they don't impeach,
ridiculous.
Then he could prosecute. Not him, but the Secretary of or the Attorney General and the FBI. We got to get these agencies got to get cleaned up. This is going to be, it's not going to be right away, and it's not going to be fun. It's going to be ugly.
It has to be ugly.
It does.
It has to be ugly.
I agree. I'm ready for the ugly. I'm ready for the Pelosi.
We got Rocky on the line. We got Rocky from California. What's up, Rocky?
Yes, sir.
What's going on?
I'm here. I just talked to Mr. Hutch Bailey Jr. earlier, and I was saying what a good show he had, and I love listening to you guys, and it feels like hanging out at the VFW.
Awesome.
All right. Okay.
For me, and what I wanted to say about all the racist and sexist things that were happening with the last couple days. Are you guys there?
Yeah, go ahead, man.
Yeah, good.
Okay, good. If Trump was sexist and racist, why would he appoint a Asian woman as the head of the Department of Transportation? Like, isn't that so?
No, that's that's Machiavelli right there. That's what that is. That's Mitch McConnell's wife. That's keeping your enemies close.
Yeah. Like I can't even.
Hey, Rocky.
Okay.
Hey, we appreciate you calling, man. Love that you're listening.
Yeah, I love you.
Call back again. Thanks.
We 202-470-6738. We have Massachusetts calling in, and if Massachusetts turns down the radio, we're really going to have a nice conversation. What's up, Mass? Massachusetts in the house?
413. There you go. What's your name and where you calling from?
Massachusetts.
My name's Bill, and I've called one time before that when you guys doing your third hour of the election returns.
That was an exciting time.
Yes, I was the little individual who mentioned Rachel Maddow.
Yeah, he's a good correspondent.
But I want to tell Wayne, congratulations on your little new gig.
Hey, thank you, man. I appreciate it. We gonna do it, man. And look, you got to listen that morning and call in. Okay, you got to call in on the Baltimore number that I will be giving out. Okay, make sure you do that. You're East Coast. I'm East Coast. Between 9 and 12 Friday on the 16th. Call in from Massachusetts. Okay.
I will indeed. Now, one thing with Trump, I kind of was a little bit wondering what he was doing, but I think you said, and also others, he knows what he's doing. And he's going to, clean the swamps. You kind of wonder why he's doing what he's doing, but I think he's knows what he's doing, and something good's going to happen from it.
Sure do
Well-
hope so. Hey, you never know. Thanks for calling, sir. Appreciate it. The thing, Wayne, with what the caller was saying, and he's so right. He's taken his time, because you got to remember,
That's what I'm talking about.
Donald J. Trump lived in New York, and he lived in the midst of the corruption of the politics in D.C.
Right.
So he knows that it is absolutely critical that he gets the right people around him. And he is well read, man. This guy, they make him out like George W. Bush. George W. Bush could land a jet on an aircraft carrier. That you cannot be stupid and do that.
I agree.
Trump's the same way. And I think he's biding his time. I think half the people that you see coming out in the news and everything, I think half of them, you're never going to see them again. I think he's just doing it. Well, we'll see what happens, but I got a lot of faith in the guy.
954, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah, and what's your name?
John.
Go ahead, John. You're live. Go ahead.
Hey, good. I just wanted to, this Boeing thing, I've seen a lot of posts or, on the internet, a lot of comments that they're angry at Boeing, people are, and it's not Boeing's fault that the government was throwing money at them, to build these airplanes. So I don't think that our side, so to speak, needs to start to make those mistakes about, anti-capitalism and Boeing is evil, et cetera, et cetera. I think it's great that Trump's pulling in the reins on all that, and I just wanted to make that point. That's about it.
Well, I appreciate you calling in, and I know some people aren't happy about the Boeing thing, but look, listen. The government has been overpaying all these organizations and corporations for the longest period of time. And now you got a leader that's only going to take $1 salary, who didn't spend that much money like in the primaries or the general election, who's already told people that we have to be smarter about how we spend our money. When was the last time you had somebody like that? When was the last time you really and follow through with it? Follow through with it. Reagan? I don't know. I mean, look, I don't know when's the last time somebody, but now we got Trump. Now we got him. We ain't gonna let him go. He's gonna be in there for 8 years. As a matter of fact, me and Hutch get ready to get those yard things. That's another thing too. Look. The Democrats are out here right now, and they're not giving up. I hope y'all see that.
Learn from that.
Exactly. The Democrats are out here and they're not giving up. And we've been saying on this show, do not lay down on your hammock with a coconut drink and think that you're just going to watch them act crazy and stupid and that nothing is going to happen. Just them doing, because they will find a way to bend something to have their will heard and imposed. So that's why we need to meet them with the same passion, with the same anger. Anger? What are you talking about, Wayne? We just won. No, we need to meet them with the same anger because they are trying to spread that liberalism. They're trying to still spread the liberal agenda, and we can't have that. Hutch, talk to him.
You're 100% right, and I'm going to take it a step further because the people that we especially have to watch for are the people that are inside our perimeter. And I hate to have to do this, but I mean, it's apparent the leaders of the Republican Party are not going to give up on amnesty, and they're not going to give up on their globalism. Mm-hmm. When you see Paul Ryan and you see McCarthy out there, or whatever his name is, the second guy in charge, these guys are bought and paid for by the Chamber of Commerce and other business interests to provide cheap labor to their industries. They are totally against any tariffs because the tariffs are the people that pay them, pay the politicians, are the companies that are making millions of dollars off the backs of cheap labor. And overseas and in the United States, we have to keep our eye on the Republican Party, ladies and gentlemen. And I know that sucks.
That's right.
But it's true.
That's right.
And that's my mission in life.
there are still remnants of evilness and crookedness within the Republican Party. They are still behind the they're still behind the walls. They're like roaches, man. They're like roaches. They aren't going to go away.
They're like Trent Lott said when the Tea Party first came into existence and started to gain power. Trent Lott, former was he Speaker or Senate leader, whatever, but he said we are going to co-opt them.
No, he was in the House.
I can't remember, but he was a powerful dude.
He was a Senate. Yeah, he was a Senate dude. He raised money.
Yeah.
He was in the House.
Yeah, you know who arranged the call from Taiwan? Bob Dole.
Yeah, Bob Dole.
Shocked me, man. He had a little inkling of patriotism left. Actually.
Humphrey Bogart himself. He reminds me of Humphrey Bogart, man.
I hate when they wheel those guys out, though. He's too old, man.
Yeah. I mean,
he needs to retire. Don't embarrass the guy. He's a World War II hero. But anyway, he arranged that, and that
he's still bending over.
It gives you hope. There are people out there.
He's still bending over in the wheelchair.
Yeah.
I'm not laughing at that.
The thing I always think of is when you crack open a can of Dole pineapples, man. That's his company.
Is it really?
Yeah.
You lying? Really?
No, I'm not.
So Teresa Hines,
that's ketchup.
Right, that's ketchup. And then Bob Dole really is the Dole.
And Teresa Hines isn't ketchup. Teresa Hines married into ketchup.
Okay, all right.
And then her husband got killed, and John Kerry, before the body was cold, went over to Teresa Hines. And,
John Kerry, man.
Oh, that guy. Have you heard him lately?
No,
with the global warming?
No, but somebody needs to take those boats out of his neck. I'd say that. Because
you rang. You ever see?
I'm sick of John Kerry, man.
What's that island? The Stonehenge.
Yeah,
that's John Kerry. He looks like those Stonehenge statues.
Easter Island, man.
Easter Island.
Easter Island. That's John Kerry. The man never smiles, does he?
No, he's what 70-year-old guy rides a mountain bike on the mountains?
John Kerry. John Kerry, a little sweet self. Richard's on the line. What's up, Richard?
Hey, how you doing?
Go ahead, Richard. How you doing?
Good. Listen, I was listening to Alex Jones today, and he had Joel Gilbert, who laid out a very compelling and rather prosecutorial exercise on the illegitimacy of Barack Obama, his background, and so forth. And my question is this. Sheriff Joe and Mr. Zulu are supposed to do some sort of press conference in the middle of this month. Are they working together with this fellow Joel Gilbert? Because the case he laid out would have been the same type of case that Sheriff Joe and Mr. Zulu might be laying out when they do the conference. It was very compelling. I don't know if you saw it yourself.
Legitimacy for.
With regard to Barack Obama's background and his real father being Mr. Davis, and the actual birth certificates and what the whole argument of him being totally one big fat lie,
Yeah,
and,
I mean,
Richard,
I think they're a little bit too late for that one. I
was just wondering, but Sheriff Joe, and Mr. Zulu are supposed to be coming out with a news conference this month. The middle of this month.
Who's Mr. Zulu?
I don't know, the fellow that works with Sheriff Joe. I think it's Zulu or whatever. And they're supposed to be laying out the same information. So I was wondering where the two are tied.
I would probably, thanks for the call, Richard. I would probably have to call Sheriff Arpaio and just, hey, thank you, man. Thank you for everything that you've done. And, but dude's almost out. He's almost out. There's nothing nobody can do now.
He really helped.
Republicans were afraid of taking any action to Barack Obama because they didn't want to be seen as racist.
The way that all went, that was all.
I think it was bullcrap.
Embarrassing.
Yeah, it was bullcrap. We sent y'all to D.C. to stand up for us. We sent y'all to be the checks and balances. We sent y'all to do your damn job. We sent y'all to stop the Democrats from impose, like I said earlier, imposing their will on the American people. And what did you do? You laid down. You laid down.
And worse than that, you gave everything to them.
Gave everything. Paul Ryan gave the look.
You almost destroyed Congress.
How much money did they really give Barack Obama? Because didn't
$1 trillion every year for 8 years.
But didn't
with no budget.
Didn't Boehner sign a bill before he left too?
He did.
So Boehner gave Obama money, and then Ryan gave Obama money.
Every year it was re-upped. Every time they came to
That's
that, every
some bull
time
crap, man. That's some bull crap.
It is.
You know, and then on top of that, Barack Obama can't even go into a black neighborhood. He got all that money, and Barack Obama can't even step his little wiggly self into a black neighborhood, not even for a piece of chicken. I ain't even trying to be funny, man. I'm serious as a heart attack and 2 strokes following right now. Barack Obama is shameful. Barack Obama is shameful, and any other, and the black congressional black minions, minstrels, whatever the hell they are shameful too.
You know what's sad is
and
after 8 years of Obama, I can't go in a black neighborhood.
I can't either.
And I used to all the time, and I can't now.
Yeah.
I mean, I could, but I'm not. This has to get fixed. He did a horrible misservice to the United States. I mean,
he did.
When you think about it, man, it's just evil. It's absolutely evil. And the thing about it is, white people are the ones that allowed it to happen.
Y'all coming out.
They paid for it and everything else.
Y'all coming out right now. And I ain't talking about y'all that's watching me right now. And you know what? It might be some of you watching me. But you know, y'all coming out, oh, I can't believe Donald Trump is doing this. I can't believe Donald Trump is doing. And y'all didn't say nothing when Barack Obama was in office. Not a damn thing. Y'all didn't say nothing. Nothing.
They want to take everything Trump says literally. But when Barack Obama says that he went to 57 states, nobody says anything.
Nobody said nothing. When Barack Obama was running for office, he says he's going to fundamentally transform the United States of America. And what did Democrats do? Oh, yay! Yay! We go fundamentally transform! Yay! They didn't know what he was talking about. I bet they do now.
But he's still got much too much of the vote.
Huh?
He's still got way too much of the black vote.
I don't believe that either. Well, I mean, I do to a point. I do to a point. But you know, I also believe that those machines, those George Soros machines in those 16 states had something to do with it too.
I agree.
Because you can't tell me, and you can't tell me right now that Hillary Clinton is winning the popular vote. Nobody liked her.
I think one of the things they ought to do is make it mandatory that no matter what, all absentee ballots should be counted. Because the vast majority of absentee ballots are for military people. They ought to count those ballots before they count anybody else's ballots.
It makes sense. They're gonna try to roll some lie up there saying that Hillary Clinton, the most unlikable person of all time, won a popular vote.
I look at my state and there's two blue dots. Pittsburgh and Philadelphia. That's it.
You were mad that night.
I was. I'm still mad.
Hutch Bailey was mad that night. Hutch was
an epic show.
I know it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Wayne Dupree.
What?
From WCBM called the election before anybody else.
I sure did. Thank you very much. I
Played
did.
Music and everything. Got us cut off YouTube.
11:08. 11:08 p.m. I called the election. And, you know, everybody was like, well, you know, we still... No. Just as soon as... Let's see. What happened? Just as soon as California and Washington was called for Hillary Clinton, I was talking to Hutch. Yeah, Hutch. And such. Wait a minute.
Started playing music.
I was like...
that was a good night.
I'm like, Hutch. 1, 2, carry to 4. Subtract 3. Hutch. She can't win this thing. That's what I said. 11:08. I was no,
Yeah.
actually a little bit earlier than that. But
And I opened up that Pennsylvania counties map,
yep,
and I'm looking at the counties that are outstanding, and I was like, Wayne, we got this.
yep.
These guys are
Yep.
straight up Trump here. We got this. 70,000 votes.
I do have
And
to tell
it should have been probably about 90,000 because I know 20,000 of them were dead from Allegheny County, from my county. There's no way that she won 100,000. No way.
Look, I do have to tell the truth though. Before 7:00, I was on Slate, and I know y'all can beat me up for this because I told y'all stay away from these exit polls, stay away from them, don't look at them. But I was on Slate and I was on Vice. I was looking at both of them, and it wasn't looking good. I was like, "Holy crap! There is no way."
I was nervous too.
There is no way. And I was looking at the same thing I think that Sean Hannity was looking at, because when Sean Hannity tweeted out about the panhandle of Florida voting, according to those numbers, Trump was down by like 600,000 votes in Florida. According to those numbers, with about 65% of the vote in.
Frankie in Florida said it's not over until Megan cried.
Yeah. Facebook. We put up a song on Facebook, and we were rocking it out. We were rocking that 3-hour show out, and they took it off. They took that 3-hour show off, man.
That's right. It was Facebook. There was a lot of people on there too.
There's a lot of people on there. They took it off. But that's okay though. That's all right. RSBN
We won.
is RSB. Yeah, we won, baby. We won. We got Mr. Let's see, Richard. We got Mr. Richard from New York. What's up, Richard?
What's up, Wayne?
What's going on?
This evening?
What's going on with
How you
yourself?
doing, Hutch?
Big Rich.
All right. I was watching Trump's
Speech?
his speech, yeah. And my question to you is, I know he has a plan to help out the poor community, especially in the black community. And my question to you is, will the black community accept Trump's help? That's one of the things that has me worried. How they would, would they react him trying to build or the black community is so far gone, there's no help for them that really will accept some kind of help to help them out. What do you think?
Let me say it like this, Richard. He goes in there with results. That's how he's going to win people over. He's already building his results right now with Carrier and
Understood.
with this Sprint CEO guy. He's building his results before he steps foot in the Oval Office. And I wasn't playing. He's not a party dude. He doesn't he doesn't hang out at these parties. So I would be surprised if he doesn't, like, at some of these inauguration balls. Where'd he go? Oh, he's in the Oval Office. He's talking to Secretary of State, and he's undoing all those executive orders. Now, to get back to the black community, the black community needs to see stuff.
Right.
They need to see stuff. Now, there were some black Carrier people that decided that they were going to give Trump a chance after what he did. If he does that, if he continues to do that, and especially with this school choice thing, the school choice thing is going to be big in the minority community.
But I'm afraid of these black caucuses from these poor communities that's going to try to manipulate the black folks from accepting Trump's help. You understand what I'm trying to say? And I have a feeling that these Democrats have something like that up their sleeves when Trump decides to build whatever housing or factory for get the black people to come to work. They're going to try don't go for that. You know how that is.
Well, there's one thing that Trump has. He has the National Diversity Coalition. And if anybody wants to go there and sign up, it's ndctrump.com. ndctrump.com. You go there, you sign up. They have a plethora of individuals from across the country, and they are people of all different nationalities. and they are there working together. Hey, Rich, thanks for your call, man.
All right.
Hey, look, listen.
All right, God bless. I'm
listen,
looking forward to your show on Friday. God bless you, right?
listen, man, it's going to work out. You know why it's going to work out? Because we're going to help him work it out.
No doubt. I'm just
No doubt.
afraid of, I'm afraid if the ghetto is so far gone that they will not understand somebody's trying to build up the community. That's the only worry I have.
Hey, Big
If the
Rich,
ghetto is that far gone already,
guess who's in charge of the ghetto? Dr.
Yeah.
Ben Carson.
Yeah, that's my man.
Ben Carson is housing and urban development.
Yep.
Think about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hope he has a master plan for these people because they really deserve to get out from, the welfares and Obama phones. Like, get them working because I know
Nothing like a
they're
paycheck.
hardworking people,
Yeah, there we go. There we go.
Absolutely.
All right, man. Thank
All
you,
right.
man.
Y'all take care of yourself. Have a good night, fellas.
Okay.
Thanks.
He mentioned about that Obama phone. I hope all those Obama phones are turned off on January 20th.
Yeah, they should be.
Turn them all off. Turn off all the Obama phones. Cut the food stamps in half. Oh, believe me, I feel for a whole lot of people. I do. Seriously, I do. But people need to get out and work.
And when you make it easy to just sit at home, and when there's no humility in it at all, it's so destructive. Just look around. I mean, these people, they want to work, man. And if they don't, then let them wither on the vine.
I sit at home, but I write. I write for tellmenow.com. I write for the politicalinsider.com and also write for my website. I put out, I don't know, from 10 to 15 stories a day. And thank you. Look, you know what? I'm going to have some numbers for y'all by the end of the week because y'all have really supported WayneDupree.com. You've really supported it really good. First off, it's not on the fake news website or the fake news list. Number two, I'm going to have some numbers for you. We are really doing great, and I want to thank everybody for doing it. However, even though I'm home and I'm doing those things, I don't turn on the TV. I don't watch no Jerry Springer or Young and the Restless and all that mess. TV is off because I'm working. I mean, I can't, I don't want to find out who somebody baby daddy is on Maury Povich thing. Who cares about that, man? And just like you said, some of these people are getting paid by the government.
Oh, yeah.
To stay home, or, some people might be mad with me, but if you're mad with me, that means that you're the one doing it. Some people are faking these disabilities to get
rampant
to get their disability checks so that they don't have to, and then some of them are using the disability to get the checks and still go out and work.
And the culture has devolved that's a good thing.
Yeah.
I know very good people that work their entire lives that are proud of the fact that they got out with 75% disability and never did a damn thing. Never went overseas or whatever, or went overseas and hurt their elbow playing volleyball after work. It's that kind of thing gets me.
The Constitution, look, the government is supposed to provide for our common defense. Our forefathers, and yes, I said our forefathers because you never know.
There was plenty of black man in the Revolutionary War.
Our forefathers never said anything about food stamps being in the Constitution. And never said anything about HUD homes, about the government giving homes to people. It's not there for that. It's not there for a whole lot of other. It's not there to charge and put all these heavy regulations on companies so that they leave the country. Because when they leave the country, you know what? Oh my God, Hutch.
Yes, sir.
Back in the 60s and 70s, the government came up with these social programs for these single moms.
Oh, sad.
These social workers would come by, knock on the door, and said, "Do you have a man here?"
They'd come inside and look.
Come inside, give you an inspection.
They'd look in the kitchen and down the laundry room, and don't have a pair of drawers down there.
To keep on giving you government checks.
Yep.
or to keep on giving single moms government checks. Now, fathers were a whole lot of fathers were separated from their families like this, and they suffered. They suffered jail time, doing crazy things, drugs, and everything. All right, fine. Now the government has done that with business. The government got in between the American family and their ways to produce a job. So now they put all these regulations on these companies. Companies left. They closed up all these manufacturing places, and now then they start giving these dollars to the family. So the government, our government has been instrumental in breaking up the family and breaking up America the way that some of us remember it used to be. I was sitting and listening to what's his name? Henry Mancini. I was listening to Henry Mancini the other day, and I was listening to the music, and I was like, wow, I remember.
I am so glad you were not going to say that you listened to him in a speech.
Oh, no.
That's some good music.
That's some good music, man. That is some great music. But I was just thinking about back there in the day when things seemed a whole lot more easier. And I know I was a kid. I didn't have to pay no bills and whatnot, but things just seemed a little bit more easier. You know, I didn't know of any big problems or anything. Before we go, I do want to say there's a bill. The lawmakers in Ohio put out a bill. I don't know whether Kasich is going to stop it or not. But the lawmakers put out a bill that said that it was banning abortion for fetal. The
harvesting?
For babies when a heartbeat is heard, they're banning abortions.
Oh, good.
When you hear the heartbeat, you can't abort the baby.
Wow, that's good because that comes early.
Yep. So I don't know what Kasich is going to do, but the story's on WayneDupree.com. But for them to do that, that's big. That's huge.
It is, and it's the wave of what's coming.
I hope so. We got 302 is going to be our last phone call tonight. What's up, 302?
What's up, brother? How you doing?
Talking to the phone, my man.
Hello.
How you doing?
Can you hear me, sir?
You kind of a little bit muffled, but go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I just heard your last talk with Hutch, and if you stop and think about the HUD, the HUD, Housing and Urban Development, the first commissioner or secretary of that was George Romney, who was president and chief executive officer of AMC.
Oh, wow.
And Kennedy picked him for the first secretary for Housing and Urban Development. He's also Mitt Romney's father.
Right. Okay.
Now, I'm going to do a little education here, and maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong, but I've lived long enough to see I'm pretty good at it. In 1966, I was a social worker investigator.
Oh, bring your story.
All right. So in 1966, when I was doing my job, I went from 18 to 36 people a month to over 400 a year, and I was supposed to write a report on each one.
Wow.
Well, you only got 365 days a year. And I would go by places, they wouldn't have houses. And I lived downriver Detroit.
I figured you were from Michigan.
I lived in a town called Lincoln. I lived in a little town called Lincoln Park. And my first assignment was River Rouge, Ecorse, Dearborn Heights. And I went to those places, and I knocked on the doors, and I went in, and I did the inspections and things. And I would go back the same evening, the way I came, and there'd be new Lincolns and Cadillacs in the driveway.
Wow.
But the shit wasn't there when I went there. The the big televisions and all that other stuff, half that stuff was gone, and they learned how to play the system. And the system was actually devised with a loan from Social Security and the Veterans Administration of about $250 million to get it started.
Hey, can you call back tomorrow? We're like out of time, sir. And I'd love to hear this story, but we're on a hard break here. We got to get out of here.
Hutch, I'm going to tell you something. If you can remember Duquesne and Iron City Light, I'll call back tomorrow.
I can. I'm drinking an old German right now, my man.
Out of Cumberland, Maryland?
Thanks for calling.
Damn.
I want to hear that guy's story, Wayne.
Yeah. No.
Call back tomorrow.
Call back tomorrow. We'll bring you on. I don't think. My iPad will be hooked up tomorrow. So, Mr. Jacob, thank you for everybody tuning in on Twitter and Facebook, on Spreaker, on everything. We thank everybody for tuning in. We'll be back tomorrow at 9:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Remember, Hutch, how can people reach out to you on social media?
Hey, I'm Hutch Bailey Jr. on Facebook and Gab, and Berg's Eye View on Twitter. Cold War Radio, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, the warm-up show for the Wayne Dupree program.
Ladies and gentlemen, Gab, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, type in Wayne Dupree Show. Don't forget, RSBN Network, 24 hours starting in January, new programming. And don't forget, Friday, December 16th, 9 a.m. to 12 p.m., pre-rush. We're doing our show, pre-rush, AM radio.
My man.
You'll be able to watch us on the internet. You'll be able to call in, and we want you to call in from everywhere. We want Baltimore, Maryland to know that, hey, the audience is large, the audience is wide. We gonna make some noise.
WCBM.com.
That's right, WCBM.com. All right. And thank you, Mr. Sean Casey. I really appreciate it. You are the man. Thank you so much. All right, Mr. Jacob, you can go ahead and take us out. Y'all have fun. God bless.